In 2019, the Secure Act, or Setting Every Community Up for Retirement Enhancement Act, created changes to retirement rules to assist people in investing for retirement. In December 2022, Secure 2.0 was passed by Congress with even more benefits. Here are some highlights. And for more information about these changes, talk to your investment advisor or CPA. And if you don't have one, call me and I can certainly refer one to you. The first is auto enrollment in company retirement plans. Companies may automatically enroll eligible employees into new 401k or 403b plans to make sure that more employees have access to a company's plan. At least 3%, but not more than 10% of each employee's salary is contributed to their account. After January 1, 2025, the contribution amount increases by 1% each year until it reaches 10%, but not more than 15%. Employers can also encourage participation with small financial incentives. Employees can opt out of the plan if they want to, and then certain companies are exempt, like small businesses with 10 or fewer employees, new businesses younger than 3 years old, church plans, government plans are also exempt. Next is higher contribution limits for older investors. Right now, if you're 50 or older, the 2023 catch-up provision allows you to save an extra $7,500 per year in your 401k. That's on top of the already $22,500 in a 401k. And then starting January 1st, 2025, if you're between 60 and 63, you can save up to $10,000 extra in your 401k. And then after 2025, that catch-up contribution becomes indexed for inflation. For IRA account holders over 50, you currently have a $1,000 per year catch-up contribution limit. And then that too is going to be indexed for inflation beginning in 2024, so just next year. However, if your income is over $145,000, the catch-up contribution has a little twist to it. So on your workplace plan, it has to be directed to a Roth account. So it's not tax deferred, but would be tax-free when the funds are withdrawn in retirement. And so those limits take effect in 2024 for IRAs and for that high earner rule, and then in 2025 for 401k accounts. Extra 529 funds can be transferred to a student's retirement fund, and that's a really cool provision. So a lot of you parents know that you face a penalty and maybe even taxes if you withdraw funds from a 529 college savings plan, if those funds aren't used for qualified educational expenses. Beginning in 2024, those unused 529 funds can be rolled over into a Roth IRA for the student beneficiary, assuming the 529 account is at least 15 years old. Those Roth IRA limits will still apply though, so you have to stagger the amounts that you withdraw from the 529 so you don't exceed the Roth limits. And then you also can't roll over more than $35,000 total over the lifetime of the account. And then that rule takes effect in 2024 as well. And then for those unable to save for retirement because of student loan debt, there's another cool rule in effect. So beginning next year in 2024, if you're paying a certain amount each month toward your student loans, your employer is not required, but may deposit a matching amount in a workplace retirement account on your behalf. And that's, I think, just a fabulous one. In 2019, the Secure Act increased the age at which you had to start taking the required minimum distribution withdrawals from your IRAs, 401ks, those are RMDs. And the Secure Act in 2019 changed it from 70 and a half to 72. Secure 2.0 has bumped that up to 73. And then by 2033, that will be increased up to age 75. However, there is a caveat. If you turned 72 in 2022, the old rule still applies. So you have to take your first RMD no later than April 1st of this year, 2023. Under the new rule, if you turn 72 in 2023, you can stick with your scheduled RMD or you can wait until you turn 73 the following year. There's also another new rule that if you fail to take a required withdrawal by December 31, the penalty was reduced from 50% of the required amount down to 25%. That's still a big penalty though, so don't miss your deadline. Beginning in 2024, employers may add an emergency savings account to their company retirement plan, so employees wouldn't have to tap into their 401ks before age 59 and a half in the event of a financial emergency. The savings account is structured like a Roth, meaning you can deposit after-tax money up to $2,500 per year if that's permitted by your employer, and you can take up to 4 withdrawals per year tax-free. If you leave your company, you can take your emergency savings in cash or roll it into your Roth 401k or Roth IRA. And then also beginning in 2024, you may take a penalty-free loan of $1,000 from your 401k or IRA once per year to cover personal emergency expenses. You really want to use that as a last resort though, because of course the goal is to save for retirement. And if you don't repay yourself within 3 years, no further emergency distributions would be allowed. So you really have to be careful with the rules. And as with all of these, there are different implications involved. So definitely get advice before just jumping into something or thinking that it applies to you. Your investment advisor, CPA, can certainly help you, and we are always here to help you as well.